Hey, hello, this is Adrian, Capricorntigress of Astrological.com, and I'm coming to you with my reading for the month of March for the sign of Scorpio. Hello, Scorpio. Well, let's see what we're going to talk about for the month of March. You know, when I look at the chart that I drew up for you guys for the month of March, I just see someone who's taking a lot of unnecessary risk. Be careful of the risk that you take during the month of March. If you're going to take a risk in any area of your life, make sure it's a calculated risk. Know what you can lose when you play the game. Right. And it is about gameplay. Make no mistake about it. It's all about the game this month. I'm talking about romantic games. Really. All joking aside. Either these romantic games are coming from you, or these romantic games are coming from whoever you're dealing with. But I see romantic games. I really, 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 really do. Now, these could be pleasurable romantic games if they're romantic games that you are willingly participating in. Or these could be unpleasurable romantic games if you've been deluded about them and you have no idea. And delusion could come into play. And this is because Neptune is at a fate degree in your solar fifth house of romance and love and dating and just, that whole romantic thing. 29 degrees is never fun, but it's definitely not fun when it's in the fifth house of romance. It could come out in another way. It could affect your children. It could affect like risks that you take. I would be cautious about gambling. Oh, please don't gamble away the farm this month. Be cautious about gambling. Because I think with Neptune at that 29 degrees, it's that last thought, like I can do it. If I just bet it, I can double it all. Double or nothing, snake eyes. And then it's like, I lost again, right? Please be careful. It's not worth it. You're going to lose everything. Save a little bit for yourself. I think I told you guys that last time, like to save a little bit for yourself as far as romantically, but I'm talking about in general. Don't gamble away the farm. You guys have Jupiter in the second house in Sagittarius, have been there for months now. And so you may feel a little bit of that gambly thing. Like you feel lucky. I get it. You feel lucky. Like I feel lucky. I don't know why I keep thinking someone's going into the casino. It's like, snake eyes. I feel lucky. Double down. No. Don't do that. Now, if you're doing something that is a little bit more structured and a little bit more of a sure deal, well, I mean, who am I to tell you not to take a risk, right? The sun's going to be in Pisces in the fifth house. The moon's going to be in Pisces in the fifth house. There's going to be a new moon in Pisces in your fifth house on the 6th of March. There's going to be, for a certain extent, I think Mercury. Is that Mercury? Yeah, Mercury's going to be there in that fifth house with that new moon. I mean, it's a packed fifth house. It's a lot going on. It's major, especially on the 6th when the sun and the moon are conjunct. It's a new moon. It's the direction you want to go in. You're going to spend 2 weeks fighting that urge to risk it all. If you're in business, if you're like an entrepreneur or anything like that, just be careful. Be aware of that urge to gamble it all. For some reason, I just keep someone like spinning the dice, like rolling the dice. Like, come on, mama needs a new pair of shoes. Come on, I got this. Like, no, your kids might need a new pair of shoes. Just saying. I don't know if you should be risking it all if your kids need a new pair of shoes. Now, one of the other things that's going on, which is an undercurrent, and a lot of people aren't talking about it, is that Chiron has moved from Pisces into Aries. And that is your solar, like your sixth house. That's the work and the health. I don't like Chiron. Anyone who watches me knows I don't like Chiron. But it's a necessary evil because we all have things we need to work on, right? We all have pain from our past, pain that hurts us even now, and things that might have happened when we were children even, and they still bother us. If you've got any type of insecurities or problems at your work, your actual place of work, you can find that could come out and really just affect you this month. Maybe you don't feel that the work that you're providing is up to par with the others that you work with, or maybe you feel that that you're not shining at work the way you should. And the reason I chose the word shining is because you guys have Leo, overall on the 10th house of career. And so I would think that a Leo would want to do something in their career that shines. You're not the subordinate type. I mean, with Aries on the 6th anyway, right? The subordination doesn't fit with the Scorpio persona, not with the Scorpio rising persona anyway. So it could be a little painful if you have to submit, if you have to kiss butt, if you've got a mean boss or someone that just lords it over you all the time, that you're a peon, or any of those things, it could set you off. And I want you to be cautious of being set off in the month of March with that Chiron over there, because you'll be feeling a certain kind of way anyway, because Chiron's in the 6th house. It could be affecting your health. So you're not feeling that great with Chiron there. It could be affecting the work productivity, which could be the problem. The productivity might go down because of the health. So that could be it as well. And it's Aries. And that Aries is pretty much squaring everything, like the 3rd house of Capricorn, where Saturn is, where Pluto is, where Saturn is, where Pluto is. So Saturn's a little heavy and a little harsh, and Pluto's a little heavy and a little harsh, and it's in an area of communication. It's somewhere local, neighborhood-wise. I could see you just maybe blurting out your frustration, and if you're not happy with your work, I don't even know how long you've been holding in your frustration if it does come out. So be cautious that with your communication with Saturn and Pluto there, it might come out a little harder or more confrontational than you might want it to come out. Just be aware of that. You might not have any confrontation inside of you whatsoever, but someone might hear your speech and think, oh, she's coming off aggressive, or she's coming off harsh, or she's coming off like she wants to be in control or power play Pluto, right? And it's not that. It's that this is the way you communicate. And so just be aware that some people could be picking up weird vibes. This is really kind of played out too, because the North Node is on the other side in the sign of Cancer. And that's the 9th house of, like, well, your belief system. So the North Node is working on your belief system. It's going to be doing that while it's in Cancer. It's probably touching your spirit for you to feel more caring and nurturing and more giving to yourself and to others in general, especially family and women. I see women and family. You might actually start doing things where you are working with other women, teaching other women, learning with other women, going to school, or doing something with females, food even, learning maybe. Also, a religion or any type of healing, any type of helping, healing, nurturing, caring, where you are a spiritual or you're learning spiritual things from a very emotional place. I could see that happening. Now, mind you, that Saturn and Pluto are on the other side of the chart, and I think they actually are just about opposing that Cancer North Node now. So there might be a weird pull between the way you communicate and the spirituality that you want to get across. So that could be an issue. That could be an issue, but I'm hoping it's not going to be a big one. One of the major concerns I have, and by the way, Venus is going to be in the fourth house. I will mention that. It's going to go into Aquarius, and then eventually it's going to get into Pisces. But Venus in the fourth house, great family. Your home life should be good, hopefully. Pleasant, good times, good food, good God, it was a good food, good meat, good God, let's eat. I see that. That's good family life right there. One thing that is concerning me, Mars in the seventh house. Mars is going to go into Taurus. Uranus is going to go into Taurus on the 6th of March. And wow, Uranus in general in Taurus is going to put a lot of emphasis on like changes in your fortune, sensual things. Maybe you'll feel more sensual with your partner. You'll feel more sexually oriented with your partner. I mean, Mars in the seventh house, and Uranus is going to go there. It's going to affect your partnerships in some way. One way to look at this too, if you look at it from a business standpoint, be cautious of your business partnerships because they could go a little crazy, but go for establishing new business partnerships when Mars is in the seventh house. It's a great time to reach out to other people. Use that time to reach out to other people. Okay. And finally, I want to talk about the full moon in Libra. The full moon in Libra on the 20th. We've got the full moon happening on the 20th at 0.9, which is, 9 minutes, not even a degree. And opposing it on the other side is going to be in Aries. The sun will be in Aries opposing that full moon. And like I said, I don't like the Chiron that's going to be there in Aries. And now I think, we're going to have the sun there near that Chiron. And then the full moon is going to be opposing it. Be aware of that because that full moon is happening in your solar or, overall, the 12th house of undoing, self-undoing. It could be just the things you're telling yourself. Be cautious of what you're telling yourself, especially when it comes to do with your work. Again, that's work because the 12th house is opposing the 6th house. 6th house could be your work. It could be your health. I would eat well, watch what you eat, take your medicines if you need to, go to your doctor if you need to. Do the things you know you need to do to take care of you. And then on the 20th, when that full moon is in Libra and it's in your 12th house, well, you might have some self-undoing, some real crazy thoughts that day, but it's fleeting. It's a temporary thing. And Libra overall is going to be affecting the partnerships. Overall, I think for everyone, look at the partnerships. That first 7th house axis it's activated because we're dealing with Aries and Libra. So in your case, we're looking at the 12th house, the 6th house. That's work and health. The health is really important for you in the month of March. Scorpio. Stay on top of your health, work at it, and fix whatever that pain is in the 6th house. Fix that Chiron. Work on it. Chiron hurts. It does. It's the thing we are most ashamed about. I know I'm ashamed about my Chiron, So if Chiron's in the 6th house and suddenly you realize you need to lose 60, 70 pounds, well, that's okay. Work on it. You can heal that now. Maybe this is the time that you're going to actually be able to heal your health. So please look at it in a positive light. I see good things coming. Also, Venus is going to be going into Pisces on the 26th. That's going to be more emphasis in that fifth house. Lord, do not bet away to farm. But if you went to play the lotto, why not? But, get a scratchy every day or a lotto. Keep it small. That's what I'm saying. Keep it small. Don't let the delusion and stuff take you to a place where, especially on that new moon on the 6th, where you feel like you have to go and bet the farm or, spend a whole bunch of money because you just have it in your gut that you're going to win all this money. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying there's tomorrow, the next day. And if you spend all your money or you bet it all away, then, you might just be poor into the next paycheck. And I don't know if that's what you want to do. So that's my take on that. Okay. Well, you guys, this has been my look at your month for March. It looks overall pretty good. Just watch your relationships, and romance and what's going on with the work and your communication. That's a lot to watch, isn't it? And don't go crazy on the full moon. Whatever you do when it's in your 12th house, just don't go crazy and party too much. Anyway, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our website at astrologyinside.com. And then you can find us on YouTube, on Facebook. So you can find our our Facebook page at facebook.com/astrologyinside. And you can find our groups at facebook.com/groups/astrologyinside. And finally, you can find me on Patreon at patreon.com/Capricorntigress. Okay, you guys, it's been my pleasure. And thank you for listening. And happy March to you all. And I'll try to do a mid-month. Okay, much love and light.